And he's like also
game.
super just cocky.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He's yelling. He's adjusting the stream camera. What a legend. Oh my god.
Yeah, he wants people to be able to see him.
But only... Oh my god.
Did Mogg just try to... Mogg just tried to pellet up to try to like get the boomerang to pop it? Is that what that was?
I have no... I was looking at Seagull's camera. Alright, time. Back to the game.
Yeah, so there we talked about a little bit in the last set, how it looks like very active and disjointed hitboxes from playing with Pac-Man's projectiles. So we saw Seagull tossing out that nair, and he just didn't have to deal with the alien invader. That is what that is, right?
It's I believe it's a Galaxia.
Galaxia,
I don't know what it
okay. Yeah, I thought it was the alien from Alien.
The alien from Aliens.
No, the alien invaders.
What?
Yeah, so fuck it, it's a Galaxia, we're calling it that now. Alright, so that bomb just sitting there bouncing like Mogg just has to give it the side eye. So do you understand fully the workings behind the bomb?
Yeah, so if it's held by either player, he can't detonate it. And I think like after you hit it, it can't be detonated for a little bit, I believe.
Yep, slight amount of time where once it's hit or thrown, it can't be detonated, but it's not that much. Yeah. Look at that, so in the nair again, maybe on the bell.
What a good nair, yeah, because he knew he would clank with the bell and then just land on him with a hitbox.
So we saw. Oh, you guys.
Yeah, again.
We saw Salem have a really good link ads glitch. And
True.
The way that Salem used bomb and the way that Seagull used bomb is like completely different. Salem used it as a tool to like control space.
He did that to himself.
Seagull's hucking it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a mistake. 100%.
Fair enough.
Link's down tilt is actually sick.
Speaking of Nick C, went to the last hit last stop against Salem.
Yeah, Nick C was hype.
Yeah, man.
He was the, who did he mean again?
Falcon.
Falcon, yeah. Because I saw him play a few other characters, but Falcon seems to be his
he's a
dedicated
He messes around with others, but he's like strictly a Falcon main so far. He's picking up Ness, apparently. Yes.
Respect to the Falcon mains. They're a dying breed. This might be the first game where Ganon is better than Falcon.
Yeah, certainly.
Dark times, man. Dark times for the Dark Prince. That man is... I hate Ganon. I hate that.
His combos are scary.
The fact that these combos isn't fair. Okay, Mogg. These parries are on point. Okay, you can't do that. That is like almost as good as like old school Cloud Maker. That thing is long lasting, big, and it will fuck you up if you let it hit you.
So Link doesn't have the hook shot even for like Zethering, right?
No, he can't Zair.
You can do that. You can just up B and kill you.
Yes, sir. That is unfortunately an option that this character has just constantly.
Nicely spaced forward air there from Mogg.
What?
This is an awkward little interlude. Seems like Link is working out pretty well for Seagull.
Until Mogg basically just says, hey, I want some health.
That 2%. That Wii Fit %. They're just playing catch with this thing.
So one thing that it was an interesting new addition that Seagull hasn't been able to take advantage of at all is the arrows. How basically you can just pick them up if they're on the ground, and then you can fire 2 arrows, which is cool. But the problem is that Seagull is not about to take space. Like, he is not trying at all to just approach this Pac-Man, this terrifying character.
Who's an arrow? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean the one thing is like Mogg is sort of taking advantage of it. The pellets. It's like, alright, if you just throw projectiles, it'll be like heal a little bit. Like, you'll have to get up from me eventually. But the neutral airs are doing such a huge amount of work for Seagull.
Yeah, the fact that they clink with everything is just, it seems to be making this a bit of a harder matchup than the other ones.
Yep. Seems to nullify the Hydrant, nullifies the Bell, which are kind of Mogg's 2 main tools. Yeah,
and if Mogg is at this big of a defense, or this big of a deficit, Seagull Joe can play more defensive, and that takes away like a lot of the spacing tools that Mogg's been using.
Okay, so that arrow actually went through the pellet. Looks like when it has that much, it's wound up that much, the pellet doesn't really.
Yeah, I think it's damaging.
Yeah.
boomerang is also starting to be a problem for Mogg. And that bomb, just look at the shield damage. You can parry it, but then he has to jump, and he's in an unfavorable position. Smart. It's good to choose the bag option every now and then.
Yeah.
Back throw into it? Oh no, he didn't need it.
Wow.
That up throw just finishing.
Yeah, stronger than I thought.
65%, and Mogg was at 170. So that is showing that Joe has a link that can not only out-camp Pac-Man, but can secure stocks with throws, so he doesn't have to ever throw out that risky dash attack or the up B out of shield or anything like that.
Yep. I mean, Seagull's just such a smart player. Like, he knows how to get around Pac-Man's tricks in a way that most players aren't really able to keep up with.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that actually knows this match. Mogg and him have played before. So yeah, we're going straight to the Richter. What do you think of this one as a Belmont main yourself, you filthy person?
I'm actually not sure how much I played this. I think I played it a little bit, but not enough to really have much judgment on it. It's probably okay.
So Seagull using everything that he has at his disposal. The man is literally using Blade Beam at 0. Loving
it. Yeah, forgot about that.
I like the, and he's using the Hylian shield.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. There's people on stream like just not bothering with the shield. Flanking with the cross with the bomb.
All right, the hard work's over.
Oh my god.
Blade Beam's gone.
So Mogg has to find out a way somehow to set up. There you go.
Yeah, that's so terrifying.
Good call out with the X. Use of down air too, as kind of a movement option.
Yeah, he's starting to just toss out the whips because he feels like he can't, like projectile camp, which isn't necessarily wrong. But the projectiles are doing a few good things. They're taking away with projectile camp too.
Seagull's kind of just sitting there.
Take this though. I don't want it.
Seagull, come on. Don't get hit by X's. He's clanking with it.
Okay,
Nice.
This man has one button on his controller.
That was suspicious, DI.
This man has one button on his controller and just says "take this" written on it. But he was trying for the sneaky, the down air. Take this.
All right. Here's a tip: don't ever do neutral get up immediately against Simon.
So
we're gonna throw holy water. And you're gonna get hit by it and take a bunch of damage.
And
just
then
don't do it.
I'm gonna just call you out and just say take this like 20 times in a row. So the trick that I've been seeing a lot of good players use is that you have full invuln on a lot of like options, especially things like get up attack. So you can wait it out on the edge. Use your legend invulnerability to its most.
Wait and then jump.
Wait and then jump, or wait and then use an option that gives you invuln to get around it.
Yeah. Like the jump can be called out, but generally, I mean, just don't neutral get up. Whatever you do, anything.
Agreed.
Frickin' wave that, I don't care. Just don't neutral get up. All right. Mogg's like, I played Pac-Man. I know how to use items.
So this has been going a lot better. Seagull
actually
hasn't been able to get in.
Yeah. It's a matchup that if you don't have a lot of practice in it, and a lot of people don't, because like, well, I guess Belmonts are popular in Wi-Fi. Because they're a good Wi-Fi character.
Yeah, I did not own a Switch until last week, and I'd never played a Belmont before, and I had to face Mogg like round 1 of a Xanadu. It was the most like horrifying thing in the game. I just ran at him with Mario. Like, what do I do?
They're actually bad, but like if you don't know what to do against them, they'll just destroy you.
Or if you get stuck in edge, they will destroy you.
Yeah, if you get stuck in edge and you don't know what to do about it, then you're just dead. But you can. A lot of their stuff's really punishable. Their recovery sucks. Like,
yeah, so be like Leffen. Go out there and make these boys pay. They might have stage control, but off stage, they free.
Yeah. The only reason not to do that is that if you mess it up, then they might get the edge guard against you too.
Oh, he called out the jump with
Seagull's just magnetized toward that. Yeah, it happens. I could have actually thrown him up into. So if the holy water hits your shield and then like lands, you can it'll hit anyone. Like it'll hit the Simon or the Richter.
Huh.
So he could have probably tossed him into the holy water.
Good down
nice
smash.
Call out that down smash.
Drag down into imagination. Looks like. Now Seagull's doing a better job of getting in. but it's still like a little bit too little too late here. And he's still not
got the
getting
potion.
kills.
All right, Seagull doesn't want to mess with the potion. Oh,
Are you dead?
maybe. Yep.
Yeah, he's dead. Joe did not have the bomb, and he's smiling. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you talking big shit about that link. What now, boy? No shout outs to Seagull though. He does have a good link. It seems
Did
like
you say no shout outs?
no call outs. Thank you for calling me out on that.
Specifically,
Yeah,
don't shout out Seagull.
Shout outs to Seagull. His link is good. It is late. It is 12:30. I am tired. Gallagher and Galactic. Okay, thank you, Omni. I have to remember that. I will clean that up. Noted. Add it to the notebook. All right, back to PS2. And we decided that we want to play a character with a projectile. No.
Simon, sorry. Seagull claimed that this was a 90-10 matchup.
For Wolf?
For Wolf. He's absolutely wrong. And then, like, the same day, they had, like, a super close, like, 3-game set. Well, I'm sure Wolf wins it, but, like...
Did he say why?
Probably.
I mean, I can understand that Reflector's really good. Say again?
Sorry, my headset trouble.
Oh.
Anyway.
So I can see that Wolf would definitely do really well here because he has a projectile of his own, and he's got that really good reflector. But his recovery's linear. He can get sniped out by Axis.
Right. I think the main idea is that he can get in on you and he has a reflector. And so he's the kind of character that definitely beats Richter. But I don't know. I mean, 90 times obviously ridiculous. Ridley, though, that's 90 times. Straight up.
So 113%. Wolf can certainly kill with a few of his meteor attacks. But, okay, Ross actually looks bad in this matchup.
Interesting covering his own landing with the holy water.
Yeah, it's really smart. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just start doing that. Whoa.
Whoa, you dead, son?
He is dead.
90-10?
That down, yeah. So super good use of that downer. It's the meteor spike on that is astonishingly strong. I mean, it just killed him at like 10.
Really?
But you know, obviously you can get killed if you do it at all.
Yeah.
However, he did it toward the stage, so even if he missed it, he would have been like alive. Would have been fine. So really good use of downer.
Yeah, I'm loving the way he reacted to that. He down aired, he got bounced up off of the parry, and then he got the drag down neutral air. I think Joe needs to be doing more of that. Like you have a transcendent projectile. Why aren't you using it, son?
Mogg's like, go ahead. I'm just gonna parry it.
Yeah. Like Mogg can parry it. It's just that if he had done that like stock 1 when he wasn't down at full stock, then okay, good.
Dead.
Yep.
He's dead.
That's the right approach.
That's the Belmont life. Sometimes you're not the vampire. Sometimes you.
So now, Joe, I'm liking this. He's basically saying, you cannot clash with my projectile. I am at the spot where my projectile will hit you. Yours will not hit me. So I'm going to hit that B button until you come get it.
Seagull's coming to get it. Actually, no, he's backing up. Yeah, man, like once someone figures out your projectile pattern, like as a Belmont, they kind of just won't get hit by it anymore. And Seagull's figured it out at this point. So then you have to find a way to kind of do like melee spacing with the whip. Hard to do, he said.
Okay, that was nice.
Okay.
Was that the down air that linked, right?
Yep, down air, up B.
So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, I've seen Mogg go for like down air into forward air. Does a forward air link into up B, or is that just a tech flub by it?
Well, so depending on the way they DI, you might not get that up B.
Okay.
And so you have full control of your aerial momentum after you downer.
Yep.
So you might just not have been holding toward them or whatever. Theoretically, down air to forward air is a combo, but I'm not actually sure that's true. But yeah, if you get the up B in that situation, then
So this is
just
interesting. Mogg deciding to go back.
Both players changing. All right.
I guess he decided game 3 he wants to go to the old reliable. He didn't feel like that was close enough. Which I can see. He did spike Seagull Joe at 0, and still it was a close game.
Yeah.
And Joe basically just saying, I'm going to hit you with the day 1 character that everybody loves.
Joe's just trying to prove that he knows how to play all these characters. You guys don't believe me? Just dashing up.
Hit you with the day 1 waifu. So this character is much improved from Smash 4.
Oh yeah, she's insane. And she was like trash in Smash 4.
Yeah. Custom Palette was hype.
Custom Palette was hype. But this is like better than Custom Palette because her normals are all better too. Well, not all of them. Actually, yeah, pretty much all of them. I'm not sure if she has any worse.
Okay. So I see why Joe did this. So up air will beat out Hydrant and has a chance to hit you in the lag. Auto reticle prevents Pac-Man from charging across stage through. And you got a kill confirm when I throw.
Yep, that move's ridiculous. And he can just fall off neutral air. Like
Yeah, like
that.
that. So Joe, I'm liking this choice. Just saying, I don't want to deal with Jank. Just eat this character, please.
A lot of characters have a lot of trouble dealing with Pac-Man, but
Doesn't
Palutena
look like Palu does.
seems like she's okay with it. And she has 2 super good long distance options.
Mogg, you didn't need to parry all 3.
As Shim. What a god.
Making me look bad here. I'm struggling to parry one thing, and this man's like, nah, dog, I got you. I'm going to parry all 3 hits of auto reticle.
Punishing the Bell Pro with Explosive Flame. Smart. Yeah, like, the threat of Explosive Flame forces Pac-Man to play super differently. And I mean, if he's not, he's just going to get hit by Explosive Flames, which is a kill move, does tons of damage.
Leads into aerials. It is one of those moves that just does everything.
Yeah. Like, if they know it's coming, you know, they can punish it or whatever, but...
Yeah,
got the mind games in there.
good
So-
recovery. 100% is a lot of extra credit, though. Also, is
Yeah.
it just me or did they turn off the goddamn heat in here? What is this?
Do what?
Just me or did they turn off the heat in here? They got the
I don't
commentators
know.
out here chilling. They got the competitors out here with cold hands.
That's true. I think,
Xanadu,
yeah, I'm feeling it.
fix this.
How's Xanadu?
It could also be that there's like a hole in the ceiling. All right, no text there.
It's a hole.
Do it again. Once more with feeling. Okay, and
He's
Joe
dead.
instead is dead.
And now Mogg has the lead. What is going on?
So it turns out, if you don't tech that hydrant, you headed to the blast zone, son. Palu's recovery ain't good enough for that.
So he could use his reflector. Yeah. All right. Is Seagull shook is the question here.
Seagull's going in. He looks shook. Ooh, that back air, though.
I feel like Seagull's been playing this game too long to get shook. But, I mean, he's definitely taking more conservative options, which, you know, fair enough.
Yeah, shield grab not the option there. Unfortunately, the extra 4 frames of lag that you get when you try to shield out of or coming out of hit stun, that's a bit rough for the
Okay.
man.
Nice forward air. All right. We got ourselves a close game. Yo. What a hard call out.
It's like you're gonna hit a button, get it.
You're gonna use a projectile. Why don't you just enjoy this key?
It's so disrespectful. It looks like to me. The poor man's just holds up a cherry and just like, yo, dog, I'm gonna need you to put that down. And the Pac-Man like reels back with like a horrible look on his face. All right, Joe. Is this what we've evolved
nothing
into?
to do with this.
Well,
Shield, looking tiny.
He's just going in with a safe move. He's going in with back air. He
So-
does not want any of this.
All right, so like basically Seagull started with the projectile metagame, and then Mogg like figured it out, and then now Seagull's like, okay, I'm just gonna go in. Like, this projectile thing isn't gonna work anymore.
He's doing it right. He's doing a great job.
Oh, he's dead.
All right, Mogg, let's go.
All right,
That was hype.
what a game. That was a great game.
All right,
Mogg and
Mogg
losers.
and
Wow.